Okay viewers, so I've got this thing all apart. Added some transmission fluid to the bearings and tightened the little grub screws up on this wheel and on the ones down there. I think there's two on here. Yep, there is two. So to ensure that both those are tight. So it's a 7-64 or something size key. Imperial, so that's how old it is. It uses Imperial keys. Too big. There's a bigger key. It uses Imperial size, so that's how old it is. So I try and get this in there. Oh, it's a bit loose. That's why I had play in it. I've actually cleansed the contact, and you can see all the crap come off it. That's what I use to mop up the excess transmission fluid. It's a bit stiff at this end though. Between here it's a bit stiff, so much easier to turn though. Taking most of the dents out of it. It's a lot better than what it was, that's for sure. Try and get to that control box here. Manufactured by Robertson Frankie Limited, Sydney. Adjustable transformer type 100-R, 240 volt, 50 Hz, 2 kVA. It's actually a 9 amp, not an 8 amp, so that's a good bonus. It says 8 amp there, output max, but here it says max current, 9 amp. So it's actually a 9 amp Variac. It's got all rust caught on the connectors. The connections are made pretty good, the wires aren't broken, the connections are all solidly made. 240 volt goes in there. You got 40, 88 turns, another 40. That's pretty good. Made under license from General Radio Company USA for Hayward C Parish, Sydney. So it's a General Radio licensed Variac. So it could be a 50s or 60s era even. Another grub screw there I've got to tighten just to make sure that's all. Just check if they're tight and not loose. Just pumping out some water in the background. That's actually a General Radio Variac, so it's a pretty old unit. That's tight. The packing's just gone hard. Just the grease and lubrication in there is gone. It's gone out. It's got to get it all moving again. Between here it gets hard and jammed, so here's whether it is there. I've got to strip. There we go. Much easier to turn though. Okay, viewers, well, try and get these dents removed. There's a very slight ding there still. Try and push that out. See if I can, there's one there too. Okay, you need to try to do this off camera, see if I can get a better. There you go. Pushed out. That's better. That's much more squarer. Alright. Yeah, try and get that bit there fixed. It's got to push out there, so that's better. Much better than what it was. There's all heavy duty connections. That's old mica. It's got all the old stuff in it. Got to get the dust out of it. I'll put it back together and we'll give it a little blow out with the compressor. So first things first, we're going to put the base back on, because that holds the feet, and that's part of the, yeah. Check that these bolts are tight, they're a bit loose. It's probably never ever been touched, so. There we go, that's better. There's no play in this now, it's good, spot on the adjustment. It's just here, it gets stiff for some reason. But yeah, there's a bearing in there. It's just a little couple of spring washers. And same at the bottom. It's time to put it back together and I'll give it a test. Okay, viewers, it's all back together and all cleaned. Much easier to turn now. It's a little bit stiff at this end, but it has improved it a little bit. It's a lot better than what it was. There's no there's no play in that wheel leather too, so it's good. The wheel's nice and tight. I had a bit of play in it before when I was turning it. Alright. For some stupid reason, this was never ever aligned, and I've noticed the screw was on crooked, like the head wasn't centered. Sure enough, when I went to undo it, snap, it broke off. So I don't know if that was from factory that would have put it on, and the screw wasn't properly lined up. I don't know if it was because of this was dented or what, but yeah, now it's a broken screw and there's a screw missing in it. Damn thing must have bound when they were doing it. Give that a good contact clean too. That's pretty clean. Pretty damn clean in there, it's good. It's actually the plastic that's green, not the contacts. There's my old man outside with the tractor again. So you can see in there, the contacts are beautifully clean, there's no oxidisation, nothing, so. Let's give everything a good blow down here. Whoops, ticker came off there, be careful there. That's one thing you got to be careful of. Those stickers will come off of there, so might have to stick that back on with a bit of sticky tape, keep it stored. Let's see if I can light the tester. I've got a bright halogen spotlight here somewhere. There it is there. It's outside. Oh well. What else can I do a test on? Let's just do this vacuum cleaner again. So only this time I'll take the base off it. There we go, that's better. This also has an old Clipsal plug top. It's a 439 series plug top. So I'll plug this in. That's better. Tie it up and we'll tie it on. Get this cord all untangled here. Go down there. Yeah, the halogen spotlight's up there hanging out in the veranda. I'm not going to go take it down just for this. Alright. Look at the light here, we should be able to see. Just lay the light there so we can see it. Yeah, this motor does have bad bearings too, so we've actually pulled this motor apart and re-greased the bearings and re-stuffed them, so a little bit of a struggle there at 20 volts. Nice bit of a hum, but you can't hear because my old band's outside with a mower on the back of the tractor mowing grass. 30 volts. That's just the impeller bolt you're looking at there. 40 volts. Good airflow for 40 volts. 60 volts. 80, 20 volts. 20. That's the American voltage. Let's put it in there and hit this range. Smells vintage. 40, 160. Volts. Got good traction. So yeah, very smooth running. There's no jumps or doesn't skip a beat, nothing. So just smell the vintage dust coming out of this thing. Yeah, see, it struggles to start up. Yeah. I might just go get an incandescent light bulb just to be a pain in the ass. I might just try and run an incandescent light bulb to 280 volts, see what happens. See if I can find one, because I've all got halogens now, so see what happens. Okay viewers, I'm just going to try this halogen. Mirabella, which is a very crappy brand. Cheap, garbage, Chinese, generic crap. 200 degrees Celsius is a light bulb's how hot it gets. So yeah, obviously don't use it when it's broken because the halogen, this bit of, I should show you. Apparently this looks like an incandescent light bulb, but it's actually a UV shield to protect from the halogen inner light. You can see in there. It's a halogen bulb in there. So this is just a UV shield that's out a light bulb pearled phosphor coated bit. Yeah. It's a Mirabella made in China, as I said. 72 watt, which is equivalent to 100 watt, it says in the box. 240 volt. Let's just try this on this old lamp holder. 30% energy saving, 2000 hours. Won't make a difference to the environment with Mirabella halogen energy saving bulbs. Compared to standard incandescents, these energy savers use 30% less energy, lasts up to 2 times longer than a standard incandescent bulb. I doubt that. Mirabella is a very short-lived brand. I've never had much luck with their brand. It's just an old bedside lamp, which the lamp broke and we just kept the electrical parts out of it. It's just a lamp itself. It's got a Meldec category 6 250 volt 7.5 amp rated plug top. Just welded together 2 bits of plastic. Just clamps on, they welded together and moulded on. And yeah, I don't know what brand the cable is. It's fitting on there somewhere. Yeah. Can't see it, must be just a generic. It's Australian made cable anyway. Just get that plugged in there, there we go. Put that on the ground. Alright, let's give this thing a crank up. Start from 0. Let's see how I can push this thing. 20 volts doesn't work. It's got a tiny bit. I'll turn the light off. Yep, 20 volts. Put this light here so I can see what I'm doing on the Variac. There we go. 40 volts, 60 volts. Nice dimmable light here. 80 volts, 100, 120 volts, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 280. You can drive these things at 280 volts and not go bang. That's a good sign, so cool. I wouldn't do that with a CFL though. I might one day just pop it, see what happens. You can see that very smooth, there's no skips or anything in the contacts, so yeah. It is a 280 volt incandescent light. It's designed to run on 240, so technically it's running on 40 volts too much. A little bit of heat coming off that, but yeah. There you go, viewers. Turn the light back on. Good basic test you can do on an incandescent or halogen bulb. And yeah, that's something on there for today. A halogen bulb will run on 280 volts, so yeah, cool. So yeah, that's all tested, all the dents taken out, all cleaned and restored, so thanks for watching.